Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Kaido! Hi there, viewers. Here I am, like always, your dear beloved uncle, Lord of Shadows. Here I am, doing the chapter review 795 review. And for this chapter, I need to celebrate. Because in this chapter, we finally got the revelation of something that everybody wants to see it by themselves for a very long time. Since the ages of time, since Thriller Bark arc, since Thriller Bark, when he was mentioned by Gecko Moria, we wanted to see him how he looks like. And now, in this chapter, we have the honor to see the first and official appearance of the Yonko, the last one who's yet to be unnamed and revealed. 100 Beast Kaido himself. So cheers. Ooh, I need it. Woo! I really need it. And man, I know that a lot of you want to see, if you read the chapter, and of course you did. I know that a lot of you want to see much more, like a demonic wave and everything, more like an animal, something like that, but he is marvelous, beautiful. Oda, you couldn't have done him better. Nicely done. But I'll begin with one step by another. So, at the beginning of the chapter, we have, a few scenes in Dressrosa and what's really going on and everything, and of course, in this chapter, we have finally, after 730 chapter, after chapter 730, we finally see coming back Sanji, Nami, Momonosuke, Brook, and Chopper, and of course, Caesar Clan himself. Finally, after so many chapters, we finally got your wish come true. We finally saw Nami, Brook, and all the rest of the gang of the Straw Hats, what they're doing, and it appears, like at the beginning, I only wish to say that they escaped Big Mom pirates. Somehow, but we see that all right, and they're heading to Zou and everything, but even if we saw them, I really want to see them, what really happened. What really happened between them and the Big Mom pirates. How they escaped. I want to see this counterattack. But Sanji, asked Luffy the permission to do it. I really want to see that. I really want to. So let's go with the beginning. So beginning of the chapter, we have a few scenes, of Dressrosa, and the first one was Fujitora talking to Maynard, about capturing the Straw Hats and everything, and talking, in a gamble way. He told him that he's gonna let, Luffy and Law go, because after the things what they did for Dressrosa, saving the people and their lives, defeating the flamingos, so for now he just let them go, so they can cure themselves and everything, and he will try to capture them some other time. Even if Maynard was counter about that, But when we talk about Fujitora, he's we can see that he's almost like Aokiji, but in some sort of way he does, because after when he said after the dice has fallen, for a man to continue to flap his gums, have some shame. In some sort of way, he was right. So in some sort of way, with big respect for Luffy and Law, like I said before, he's gonna let them go, and he will capture them some other time. The other part of Dressrosa was, seeing all the citizens, the Colosseum fighters, and everyone, trying to cure themselves and everything. They were trying, to rest in the palace, and they were talking about Lucy, or should I say Luffy, how he saved Dressrosa, and he even said that even if he's a pirate and we never heard his real identity, he will still be for them and forever their savior. Ultimate big savior, because after all, he really did a big thing for Dressrosa. And of course, we saw the Colosseum fighters. I mean, it was really quite funny, because we see, Chinjao, Sai, Baby 5, Blue Jilly, Hyrule. Yeah, I think we saw Hyrule there. Yeah, I think we saw. No, I don't remember. We didn't saw him, but we saw, Cavendish, or so to say, Hakuba, all in chains, so he cannot move. Even if he, when everybody knows that after Cavendish, he's asleep. Hakuba took make his move and took over his body, and do whatever nasty shit can happen. So that's why they put him in chains, so you can't move, baby. You can't move, and you won't. You stay right where you are. It was really quite funny. So, and the other part of this Rosa was, when Rebecca was trying to ask King Riku, where the hell are the Straw Hats, his father and everything, and of course, Kira said, because right now they're with each other, and they'll probably come by here tomorrow because it's the middle of the night, in Dressrosa. And even the same to Rebecca, because most importantly, baby, Rebecca, if I return ever to the throne, are you really ready to become the princess? And believe me, when she was, like, what? Believe me, Rebecca. I mean, I know a few of you, plenty of you have disagreed that Rebecca can be part of the Straw Hats. And believe me, I even can agree with that too. So, Rebecca, you're right. You're better where you are. So, become the princess. Be a part of the royal family again of Dressrosa. And don't move from Dressrosa ever. In some sort of way, No offense, I'm just saying. So the other part of the chapter was, of course, the adventure and surviving of Sanji and the other members of the Straw Hats, because we can see they finally have, somehow they escaped Big Mom pirates. I really wish, to see the flashback, to see how really they have escaped them and what really happened. And I want to see, that counterattack that, like I said at the beginning. I want to see the counterattack, but Sanji asked Luffy for permission. I really want to see that. I really want to see what happened. Maybe in the flashback we were going to see Big Mom if she was on the ship that time. If she was on the ship, maybe we could see her, with her true appearance. I mean, who knows? Really, who knows? The other part, when I saw Sanji, Brook, and the others, when I saw them, it appears like, they were having some big trouble in some kind of unknown island, where when I try to walk, it's very difficult because somehow the ground is somehow made in some kind of wave style, something like that. Because Nami said that this terrain's really hard to run on, and of course, because it appears like they were running for someone. But before I came to that, I'm only wondering, if they're really, on Zoo, or they're trying to go to Zoo, whatever, how it called. So I don't know if they're already in Zoo, or they're trying to go to Zoo, because it appears, when Brook and Nami, and Momonosuke try to escape from their pursuers, and it appears there are some group of pirates, because they considered the Straw Hats, and the one you say the rest of them, they consider them because some kind of invaders, and it appears that all this trouble, what they did was because some of the girl who really, when I saw her, it really looks like some kind of type of from the Goofy movie, Roxanne, Max's girlfriend, Roxanne from the Goofy movie. I mean, it really does. It really looks somehow it really looks that way. So in some point they have trouble with some kind of pirate group, because somehow they say who are somehow guarding this island. And what really was making me funny because when because these guardians of this island, whatever, because they were really escaping from some kind of eruption. They came out of some kind of strange volcano, and it appears like it was all bunch of a huge big ball of water, which exactly after you drop down on the ground, it appears it transformed in some kind of nasty tides. Before when you're trying to go to the waterfalls, there are some really nasty tides. We go like this, or they're going like that, or the waterfall bringing on dead in some sort of way. So it was really quite impressive, and I was wondering what the hell is this island ever? What the hell is this island? So I don't know if they're already in Zoo or they're trying to go to Zoo. Maybe after they tried to somehow escape Big Mom pirates. Maybe when they're trying to escape, maybe they stop on an island. I don't know. I really don't know. But it was really quite impressive. And of course, when you see when the volcano erupted and everything, and you can see there Momonosuke and Brook like help save me and everything, because after all it's water and Devil Fruits users cannot swim. So that's why like Nami, that fuck you Devil Fruit users, why I have always to save you, why I have to save you, something like that. And some sort of way there was one strange guy there. It appears that his name was Shiphead. Really? Seriously, Oda? Shiphead? I mean, okay, it's a code name, okay, but name, come on. Or maybe it's a code name, I don't know. But he made some strange attack before, because at the beginning when he found, after they saved himself from those dangerous tides, he said, this guy came and said, guilty until dead. And he put some kind of attack. I think it was his arms transformed into some kind of ship horns, because that's how he called this technique when before, of course, Brook used the Soul Parado, to try to stop the attack. It was called, it appears somehow he had some kind of Devil Fruit, or should I say even Zone type Devil Fruit in some point of view, how I see it, because he transformed his hands into kind of ship horns, and it appears like some kind of fist attack, something like that. And of course, Sanji came there to rescue and shoot him with a double motion shot, or so we call it double jumbo, like he did in Red Thriller Bark and some other arcs after that, or before that. And of course, he's more permanent than ever, because when some kind of a girl who had really, she's really is hot, but her eyes is some kind of feline style, cat style, something like Catwoman, something like that. And she said, sheep sama, oh come on, he was defeated and everything, and who the hell are these guys? And of course, Sanji perfect as ever, and who the hell are you? Hello, baby. And of course, she like, you creep. That was really quite funny, okay? And of course, like I said, these guardians were a bunch of pirates, and everything. We'll try with some kind of guardians of this island and everything. And of course, it appears they were after this samurai guy. So I don't know if they were talking about Kinemon or Momonosuke himself. I really don't know. But it appears like they were even hunting down these fox girls, like I mentioned before. And of course, after the ship head was defeated and everything, the girls said, fucking everything, we must report the samurai is not here. So maybe they were talking about, or I don't know, or for Kanjuro or Kinemon, I don't know, or maybe for Momonosuke, I don't know. But we'll see. So after that, after they say they're gonna report and everything, there we have a little bit quiet time, between Nami, Brook, Sanji, and Momonosuke. They were trying to talk about who the hell was that girl, and because of that girl they came into trouble and everything. It appears like somehow when Brook said, I'm not sure, she must have run off, and Sanji said, well, as long as she's okay. So somehow, maybe, these pirates were trying to find her, and maybe this Sanji and the others were trying to protect her. I don't know, because the only thing what we saw about this girl, she was hiding behind some kind of a tree. And like I said, she really looks mostly like this Max's girlfriend, Roxanne from the Goofy movie. It really does, somehow. And of course, after that, Chopper was screaming, everyone come here quick and everything. And we have a little scene, scene of the belt of Sheephead we had some kind of a strange Jolly Roger on it. And after I saw the last part of the chapter, I understand it. Maybe which pirate group can belong to this symbol. And there is where we had the last part of the chapter and one of the greatest and my favorite part. There we have, we have the Kid Pirate crew base, and some big explosion happened on their island, and it appears now when they were trying to feed each other and everything, drink, blah blah blah, and everything. They say, what the hell is going on? It's an assault or a bomb and everything, and we're trying to figure out what the hell happened. What fell out of the sky. And when you see the ground, it appears there's some kind of a strange man. It's a strange hole. There's a shape of a person. It appears someone jumped somehow like that. And there's where you have it. And I'm gonna read it because I don't have the chapter open. The chapter. So I'm gonna read it to you. I'm gonna read it. At the beginning, those words what I'm gonna read here right now are very important and very cool and amazing. I said again, very, very important. Very important. So there you have it. Here you go. The strong live and the weak die. That is the only law in the world. This beginning, I have to say, it reminded me of En Zabanur, Apocalypse, X-Men biggest enemy and threat. And he said, this person was searching for a place to die. Because after, that thing or the person came down from the sky, can fall down from the sky. We have another scene where we have this base terminal, some kind of island in the sky, in the little town who was all destroyed, ruins and everything. And there you have, Roju with some very sexy nurses and the crew. We're trying to talk about this man, why letting him commit suicide and everything. And of course, Roju said, if you want to kill yourself, okay, I won't bother you. And there you have it. This person goes searching for a place to die. Oh, before I come to that, after this chapter, we can even see a new world like the other side of the Grand Line. Like where you saw Skype and everything. It appears like even the new world has some kind of a sky islands, like this, for example, this Baron terminal, or whatever. So it's really quite interesting and everything. And we even had an explanation who was the guy who came to see Roach when he was, when the nurses tried to cure him and everything. And there you have it. I repeat again. This person was searching for a place to die. As for the man himself, as a pirate, he suffered 7 defeats, captured by his enemies or the Marines, and total of 18 times. Wow. I don't know, beginning when I tried to read that, I thought, who the hell is this guy? I knew he was the one who would fall from the sky, but I really thought, who the hell is this guy? Tortured endlessly. He lived life as a criminal. This man just committed suicide. So at the beginning, like I said, it appears like he was some kind of suicidal guy. But I will get to that point, and you will understand who this guy is. Allow me to repeat myself. This man alone challenged and was captured by the Navy and Yonko himself, 18 times, tortured over 1,000 times. I mean, what kind of tortures were there? What the hell was what are they trying to do? Take him, take some kind of balls in his hands or something like that. Over 1,000 times. That's something very big, because none of the real humans will ever survive being tortured over 1,000 times. None of them. So he must be some kind of big one and strong one. But he was. So 40 times he was given the death sentence. They tried to hang him. The chains simply broke. They tried to guillotine him, cut off his head. The blades simply shattered. They tried to skewer him, with the spears. The spears simply snapped. This man alone sunk 9 mammoth prison ships. I don't even remember mammoth prison ships. So somehow he maybe tried to the narrator, or should I say Oda, tried to explain that maybe these ships are really, really big. I don't know. Prison ships alone, this man alone sunk 9 Manuk prison ships. In other words, no one could kill this man. His hobbies include attempting suicide. So like I said, he's some kind of a suicidal type. And he said, in the short words, no one could kill this man. And and everybody's, and when this man trying to come out from the ground and everything, everybody, just fly away from the floor and everything, like he was trying with one fist. He destroyed him and everything, whatever. And kids say, what the hell's going on? What the fuck is this? And he said, and that included the man himself. And then you have, after him coming out and everything, you have, oh, my head is bumping. I guess I really didn't die. So like I said, he's suicidal. And, and his hobbies, like I said, include attempting suicide. And he goes by the name 100 Beast Kaido. There you have it. The appearance, official one, of the last remaining Yonko, who yet was ready to make an appearance. And believe me, he was in front of Kid, Basil Hawkins, and Scratchman Apple. And believe me, the look on their eyes, they were afraid. They were I can sense they were trembling or really, really afraid, in fear. He just came out from the ground and said, I lived again. Oh, for crying out loud. He's gone and done it. Now that old Whitebeard. And believe me, all that how he drew him, it was beautiful. Beautiful. You see, it appears like of all the man that existed, it appears he must have the longest mustachios ever existed in human world. And of course, he had some kind of a big, snake-like tattoo on his left hand, and a big scar, looks like an axe, somewhere right here. And and the whole, the big hair, on his back and everything, and the horns. In the horns, somehow you can see that he looks like some kind of relative for Ors Jr. or Ors, the island remover, and it was really kind of funny, but really, really big. A few of them say that he looks like a giant, but from Elbow. But I can see, in the same size, mostly like Gecko Moria or Bartholomew Kuma or Big Mom, stuff like that. Because I really don't see him, as a giant, because he's not really that big. And it appears like I said, he is some kind of suicidal guy because. Well, let's just continue reading because I have right here the chapter and everything, and I open it right now after I will read the book. People want to say of others, if you took him on one-on-one, he's a Kaido. For land, sea, and sky, among all living things that crawl, swim, and fly this earth, this pirate is known as the strongest living creature. Like even Law confirmed it. And he just came out and everything. He screwed up. He cannot die again and everything because it looks like I ain't got no other choice. Because he said, God damn it, hurry the hell up, Joker. Get everything ready for our last battle. And a world this mundane isn't worth keeping around. The time to light the match of the greatest war this world has ever seen. So somehow, not only Doflamingo was connected with him for the Zoan type Devil Fruits, but also it appears it was connected with him to start some kind of a weird war. War that there was some kind of it was explained like the War of the Century. Something like that. So, and that was the end of the chapter. Another animal outlier, such is the strongest living creature, Kaido. And believe me, I'm really gonna tell you. It was beautiful. The way how all the creative, it was even much more. I was surprised because everybody else, everybody else I was thinking he would have that big smile like he had in the first description when Garp was talking the first time of the Yonko, or said the first introduction. But I'm really gonna tell you guys that he's beautiful. He's really looking beautiful, and the mustache, he had the really big one. and the hair, the horns, and the tattoo, and how he looked like. I mean, I know a lot of you explaining that he was gonna be some kind of a demon or goblin or an animal or something like that. But what the hell? It appears like he's a beast in some sort of way, like for his nature. Because, well, I explained. I was I knew that we're gonna see Kaido, without mercy, taking over and so very angry, short-tempered, and everything. All kind of tyrannical and very dark personalities of a pirate. But I never thought I'm gonna see him, being suicidal, because like I wrote, from the chapter, one of the big hobbies he had is to try to attempt suicide, because it appears like, I don't know, but maybe there's a big question running over my head. What if his powers are not Zoan type devil fruits? What if he has some kind of devil fruit that give him the power of endurance? Because, like I said, they tried to stab him with the spears, they didn't work. Tried to take off his head, it didn't work. Tried to torture him, he always survived. All these defeats, he survived. We tried to hang him, the rope broke, and he survived. So, what do you think if he himself had some kind of devil fruit that gives the power of endurance? And it appears like why was this suicide? Because it appears he blamed for something Whitebeard. Maybe because even these 7 times or 8 times when he was defeated, maybe this was the time when he was trying to fight Whitebeard. I mean, I don't know, because it appears like for something for this suicidal thing, he blames Whitebeard. I don't know why. I know what will happen, because this has to be yet fully explained. But somehow, Kaido, because for now I don't think he really knows that Doflamingo is defeated. I know, but when he does, he's gonna be very pissed, because not only he was his partner in Zoan type devil fruit, black market, but also he was part of some kind of his team to create some kind of big world century. Somehow he's gonna come after Luffy Law, and when he does, they have to be really prepared. So here I am. I'm done with this chapter. I mean, the ending was marvelous, and we finally had the big revelation of Kaido, and I was really excited and everything. And I will do I will do somehow. After a few times, because all these days are going to be busy, so somehow in the future, or should I say in a few weeks, I'm going to do a big, talking and discussion video about Kaido and, about these powers and everything, his past, and what really happened between Whitebeard and everything. I mean, all this kind of stuff with Kaido. It will not be a career discussion video, it's just going to be a simple discussion of all the things we find out in this chapter. So here I am, I'm done. Rate the video, comment, subscribe, and post this to someone what you personally think about this chapter, what you really think about Kaido, his character design, and his personality, what you really think will happen next, and what you really think if you really think he's gonna fight Kid, Apu, and Hawkins, because if they do challenge him, they're gonna be screwed up. It's gonna be their own funeral, believe me. Drop me a like, I really appreciate that. Please everyone, have an awesome day. Oda, you did it again, and thanks a lot, for showing us finally how Kaido really looks like. See you around.